Hey, what's up guys? I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings II and our Viking roleplay series. Alright, so I'm recording a little bit later than I had planned to. As I mentioned last episode, I was planning on recording 2 videos, one for Saturday night and one for Sunday. But I did need to record a lot earlier. It is now after 5 o'clock. Got a little distracted with the kids. We were watching like little silly videos and whatnot. And before I knew it, time had flown and we're sitting at 5 p.m. So I'm going to have to do things a little bit differently because I think I've been a little bit too ambitious lately on what I can get done in time. As you guys may remember, the last video that came out on Saturday, or excuse me, on Friday, was a lot later than it typically is. It was about 8 hours later, I think, than I usually put out. That's because I just couldn't get all the videos done before I had to go to work. I was like rushing out the door. I couldn't even get it made public, unfortunately, because it was just too much for me to do on a day that I had to work a double. So I think I was a little bit too ambitious today as well, because here I am. It's 5 p.m. and I still got, if I did 2 videos, one for tonight and one for tomorrow, that'd be 4 total videos to record and edit, and I gotta go to work in the morning. So we're gonna do this a little bit differently. I've done this before, the way we're gonna do this, and most people seem to actually prefer it. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to record just one longer video rather than recording 2 videos and having one on Saturday night and then one on Sunday sometime. I'll just record one longer video, over an hour. I'll try and make a little over an hour, maybe an hour, 15 minutes, maybe slightly shorter than that is what we'll shoot for. And just have that one longer video rather than me trying to do 2 45-minute videos or whatever. So it's just a little bit less time, a little bit less editing, and then of course a lot less time when it comes to waiting for it to upload and be produced or processed, by YouTube. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's go and jump into it. We've been trying to marry our son off for a while and have had some difficulties with it. Just haven't been able to find anybody that's like a really good candidate. Like can't find anybody that has any titles. So I found somebody that we're going to do, because when you're trying to do this in like from a realistic standpoint, when you do marriages, they have to either be, for titles, that you're trying to get titles for your family, or they need to be done for alliances. So that's why I've been trying to marry this chief here for this whole time. He's petty king, actually. I've been trying to marry him for marrying his family for so long so we can get alliance with them, so he can kind of help us out in some of our wars around this area. But I'm giving up on this shit. Every time we go to arrange marriage with one of his daughters, he cancels it. A betrothal, I should say. He cancels the damn betrothals, and it's getting frustrating. It's been 2 times now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do a betrothal with somebody else. And we're going to try up here and see if we can't do a betrothal with his daughter and get an alliance here. And she's a little bit older too. She's 13. She does have a rash, so she might die soon, but it's fine. We'll react to that if that's what ends up happening. We'll try and get this betrothal here. Her name is Sophia, so we just need to do the search. I'm wondering if this isn't causing issues, me trying to arrange the marriage through here, like arrange a betrothal through here. I don't know if you can do that. Maybe that's what's getting messed up. Like there are options here, so we can, we can do it. But for whatever reason, it's just not sticking. So this is her right here. It is agreed that we will have that they'll be willing to do it, and we'll have a non-aggression pact, so hopefully we can set up an alliance. We're going to lose prestige since he's only a chief, but that's fine. We'll take it. He actually has a rather large army, so it seems like it gets canceled like immediately, like they approve it or something, and then it gets canceled right away. Yeah, I think yeah, it just doesn't work. Maybe you can't arrange. That's all I can think of, is you can't arrange a betrothal this way. Yeah, because it just won't stick. Like the betrothed, you can see that. And it just cancels right away. I don't really know why. Our daughter, who is Red Cheeks' daughter, she's a bastard, she needs a focus. So let's go and pick something for her. Let's just take a look. I don't even know what we want to make her. Nothing's really screaming out to me. We could do thrift, sure, why not? With the ladies, it's not as important what you pick for them there, since you're typically just marrying them away. Though it would be pretty cool to have a shield maiden. That'd be really awesome, and I think that has to be it would be our sibling more than likely, because we'd probably be our son by that point. And so he would be able to make her a shield maiden, but we'd want to have her focused on warfare in that case. Maybe with one of our other daughters, I mean, we could always change this. And we have this daughter as well. We could always give her Sophia. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have Sophia have the struggle focus. Maybe we'll try and make her a shield maiden in the future. We'll just have to see. Many warriors have gathered in the Great Hall tonight. The dinner has just started, and I already feel eager to test my mettle against one of them. It has been some time since we had a good fighting, and there are plenty of candidates known for their crude manners and their sharp tongue for me to choose from. All right, so we can... I will settle for nobody less than our best speaker, so we can do this against Arnie. We can do this against the hunter guy, which... Is this the one that we got for being a friend or whatever? Not entirely sure. Or that we saved. That is not the guy we saved. This is somebody else. I have no idea who this is. Or just say I just want an easy fight. I mean, why not do it against our best speaker? Against Arnie, and hopefully this won't cause problems. I stand up and shout Arnie's name in the dining hall, catching many warriors' attention and challenge him to a fighting. Now I only need to decide which subject will cut deeper under Arnie's skin. Arnie was the best option because he has highest diplomacy, I think, with 17. I don't know what our diplomacy is, 9, so probably going to lose this. Never a man was born that could pleasure his lover as swiftly as you. Line insults tend to be more effective towards lustful opponents. So we have to pick something that's based on his traits. And he is lustful. Are you truly as dumb as you look, I wonder? And this line of insults tend to be more effective against envious and shy characters. And I don't know if he's envious or shy. I'm not seeing either of them. So that's probably not a good idea. We could do the lustful one, though. The thought of you managing to accomplish something is as scary as laughable. This option is available because you are Arnie's better. And we will insult his accomplishments. And it's good against ambitious and proud characters. And I think I saw that, yeah, he is ambitious. He is not a proud character, though. So really, either one of these would work out. Eager to return to that toad you call a wife. And this is effective against kind characters, which I didn't see kind either. Alright, so there's two good options here. We would lose 20 prestige if we did this one. I think that this is kind of like a low blow here. Especially with us being his king. So you know what, let's say this one feels more jokingly. So let's do that. And I think he would be pretty good at this because of his gregarious trait here. So I lost my temper. Seeing that I was unable to rebuke Arnie's insults, the crowd quickly sided with him, ensuring his victory. At the very least, after I admit defeat, Arnie calms me down and orders a drink for both of us, ensuring that it was all done in good fun, and it was not his intention to seriously offend me, if you say so. So we lost some renown, and we lost some prestige. I think that must be a Wolf Warriors event, since it has the renown tied to it. We still need to loot that damn province. We should probably raise up our troops and go do that, actually. I think we will, if we have our troops ready. Yeah, we got enough troops. I think we're going to go try and loot that. Maybe this time will be more effective, though it's going to be against the King of England, so it might actually be a little bit less effective. I could not fail to notice how joining the Wolf Warriors seems to have roughened up my son. The training he has gone through is undoubtedly getting results, but is also turning my clean, handsome son to a coarse, foul-mouthed fighter. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think our character would care. As long as it makes him stronger. So then he'll gain the uncouth trait. And he'll also gain the brawny trait. Alright. Yeah, these are all good things, actually. I mean, uncouth is not, because I should say uncouth is not a good thing. It does have an attraction opinion penalty. And at least he's still betrothed. I'm glad to see that. But the brawny one is very good. And that kind of offsets some of that attraction opinion. So yeah, all very good. It's not like we had a choice there what we were going to say, though. So let's just, I should probably have done that. Let's take a look and see what he's sitting at for his stats. 11 for Marshall, still not great, but not too shabby. So let's go ahead and round up our troops, I think we're ready. Yeah, let's go ahead and round up the troops and let's send them on a fight. We're not going to bring these guys this time. Let's leave these over here and just get them out of here so I don't actually bring them forward. And we have another event. During the last few days, my son, I have no idea how to pronounce that, Aleph, that's how I'm going to pronounce it, has not been able to keep any drink or food down. It seems as if he's suffering from food poisoning. You there, tend to my son immediately. So we can point to her and have him tend to our son, because we don't have a court position again. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and grab her up, make her the court physician. Yeah, he's got food poisoning. Okay. He's also in hiding. We still have him in hiding. We just leave him there. Seems like what our paranoid character would do. We still can't arrest her either because she's still in hiding. So that's not an option. So yeah, we're gonna go to round up our troops. Let's go and get these guys raised up and sent overseas. And we should probably go ahead and bring our ships up too. I always forget to do this, and then we're waiting on them. Let's go ahead and bring the ships up, though I don't know how many exactly we're gonna need. So, okay, well we know that it's gonna be at about 6,000 or so. So we're gonna need like, I think that this should be enough here, and then we can just disband these ones. Hopefully that's enough. I didn't really count the ships up, but I think it should be fine. Yeah, that's 62. Okay, so what we want to do, if I can figure out where the damn alt key is, let's go ahead and merge these guys. And if we have 6,200, which I think is how many we should have, then they should be able to fit all in there. It looks like we have a little bit more than 6,200. All right, so that's a shame. But what I'm gonna do is just maybe, well, you can't really disband that number, huh? Okay, so we're gonna have to bring another one of our ships out here. So let's go ahead and raise them up, and we'll bring these ones. So they're the smaller of the two. So we'll be able to carry a ton of loot. So there's that. But yeah, I just decided we're not gonna bring those guys. That's fine. And you know what, we need to. Having trouble here? Good God. Come on. There we go. That's way harder than it should have been. Alright, so let's go and make sure. Oops, I didn't want to make a new unit. I was trying to merge them all, but we had already done that. So Canute is Alright, let me fix that. There we go. Alright, so that looks good. We might want to change up who is leading where. I don't know if these are our best generals here. Yeah, we can have him command. Right here. I will leave Uhtred on the left flank, even though there's technically somebody superior to him. So let's go ahead and embark the army. And we're going to be able to bring a ton of gold with us. 790 gold. Of course, we're probably not going to be able to get that much, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and bring them on over here. And since it's the English that we're raiding, and I do need to look at what province we're trying to raid again, because I have forgotten. It's this one right here. Since it's the English that we're raiding, and it's the King of England, he owns all these lands, he's going to have a decent-sized army. Let's just take a look, see what he's got here. 12,000 men, so he could defeat our force. So we're just going to try and grab it as quick as possible. Maybe he'll be distracted. Is he at war or anything? Let's just take a look. No, he's not at war, so he'll be able to put his whole force together and get us. So we're just going to try and get this as quickly as possible and get out of there. I'm not going to split my forces or anything, so that he can't attack us with a small force. He'll need a very large force. This does mean that we're going to take very heavy casualties from the looting, or excuse me, from the attrition. But it's just going to be necessary, guys. Oh, why are we not? Oh, I didn't mark him as a. Oh, damn, I'm a dumbass. Okay, guys, I forgot to mark him as a looter, so that was my bad. Inga says her favorite toy is missing. She won't go to bed without it. I may have thrown it out today when I was tidying up, so we can offer to buy her a new one. And this is our daughter, 6-year-old daughter, that we just put up for the thrift. Schooling there. So I can offer to buy her a new one, and she may become fussy. Or we can say, I guess I have to go fight it. And she may gain fussy, and then we do the prestige, and we lose the prestige, and she might get pleased with us. So let's just take a look, see what our character would do here. I don't know. He is charitable. I think he'd be more likely to just buy her a new one. And she was I would even suggest such a thing. There's no pleasing this child, so she did become fussy. Alright. It could result in her being greedy, though, which would actually raise her stewardship ability. So if we were wanting her, oops, I forgot to move these guys. So if we were wanting her to be a good steward skill, then that would actually be a good thing. So yeah, it kind of sucks. I wonder if I can go through, yeah, we can just go through here. Yeah, that's the way we'll do it. It's a little bit quicker. So we'll land them there just to make them into looters. Because I just completely forgot to do this, guys. And then we will embark them and then bring them back. All right, so that was a shame. Also, it looks like we were broke. I didn't realize we had so little money. That's a problem. Our army is costing us quite a bit. Sigurd's training. I've noticed that since joining the Wolf Warriors, my son has spent barely any time at court, learning to act as his rank demands. Being in contact with all these coarse fighters is making him adopt mannerisms that are unfitting of his stature. As long as he learns how to fight, he loses diplomacy and gains a martial. I won't have him grow up into a thug. Just take a look. I mean, it's fine if he's mostly martial. It really just depends on what our character would say. And our character's a warrior, man. I mean, you see he's got a very high martial ability. And while he's one that does, you know, value diplomacy, because he's gregarious himself, I'm not really seeing anything that would imply that he would really care. I mean, he's not the most diplomatic person himself. I mean, I guess it doesn't really, there's not really any choice here. You know, we'll say we haven't grown to thug, I guess, because, I mean, we are gregarious. We do seem to care about diplomacy to a bit. It's not just all about warfare for our character, despite the fact that we've had the war focus this whole time. I guess we'll do this. I mean, it would probably be better to do the warfare one if I, you know, wasn't trying to pick something that would fit our character. That's what I'd probably go with. I think that'd be the most beneficial to us. All right, so we are raiding. We'll get as much money as possible, and the key here, though, is we have to defeat them. And for whatever reason, we're not actually raiding. Do I still have a truce with them from that time we lost? I don't think so. Maybe I do. Maybe I can't raid. And maybe we still have a truce. No. No, we don't have a truce with them. Let me just take a look here. We have a truce with that guy. So why are we not raiding here? Interesting. These guys are set to raid. Set to loot. But we're not looting. That is really strange. I'm not entirely sure why these guys aren't looting, guys. Yeah, there's something I'm clearly not seeing. But I don't know what it is. Like, they're set to looting. Alright, I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. So, she's finished up her education. I know who this is, somebody in our dungeon. And she is a thrifty clerk. Okay. So we could always, like, arrange a marriage for her. And he's messed up again. God damn it. What the fuck, man? Yeah, I don't know why this keeps on getting canceled. It does seem kind of a little bit broken. And now she has another betrothal. Like, are they just canceling it and betrothing? They're just screwing me over? I don't even know, man. I just feel like it's something broken with us trying to arrange the marriage for him, like, without it being a, you know, it's a betrothal. But there's, like, nobody else. I mean, like, you could just get him some random woman, I suppose, if we wanted to. I mean, they're not even of our faith or anything. I mean, there's just not, I don't know. Maybe we can't wait until we get old enough and die for him to take over and marry him, because we're only 36 years old. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, guys. I have nothing with issues with it. If you guys know, and frankly, I'm just having nothing but issues in today's episode, because I forgot to make them looters, and now I did make them looters, and they can't loot. I mean, what if we moved over here? Would that result in some looting? Is it something specifically with this country? That's what we should look at. We're going to say we can't go. Yeah, we're looting here. We just can't loot here for whatever reason. That's kind of strange. I'm sure there's a reason. I'm not saying there's not a reason. I just don't know what that reason is. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Because typically that'd be like a truce or whatever, but yeah, we don't have that. My steward, Folky, tells me that, okay, so, excellent. Is that the one that rounded the troops up? Yeah, that's the one that rounded those troops up. Alright, well, we got a victory here. Now we're looting. Okay, that was strange. I don't know why we weren't looting before, but we are now. And they are rounding the forces up. And I don't think, we might be able to get this done just in time. There we go, we did it. Finally, we completed this quest, which we've had for like ever. The rumors were true, and it was full of booty, man. We got that booty. So we completed the quest, got 200 renown and gained 50 gold, and now we're going to want to probably get out of here. He's got a big old army coming together here, and I don't see them being the best people to raid England. They're fairly strong right now. I don't think they're the best choice. Let's take a look here and see how they're looking. They're pretty strong too, but not as strong as England. I feel like they're a little bit better for raiding. Let me just take a look here and see. Again, you know, we're just looking at the liege here, how many troops they have. There's always the vassals that have troops too. All right, well, I say we should just go and we should loot the coast of France, guys. I think this is the best option. Yeah, so we'll loot some of these provinces, go down this way, and just loot as much as we can. We don't have a lot of money, so we want to avoid a battle because we actually have a penalty right now. So let's try and avoid conflict if we can, and just get the loot. All right, commander slot open. The budget deficit. See if there's just anything up here that I need to be concerned about. I don't think so. Oh, wait a minute. She's out of hiding. Oh, nice. Let's imprison her. And she's now safely locked away in our dungeon awaiting her fate. Excellent. So remember, we can take her titles if we wanted to. And we do have one more slot open, and she did attempt to take our title, so why would we not revoke her title? Of course, this does affect the vassal opinions, but I'm not too worried about those peoples. So yeah, let's go ahead and take her title. And now her title's ours. And I think that's this one right here. So now we're at our sitting under max now. And like that'll likely go to one of our, yeah, it looks like it's gonna go to Floki. As we do have to split all these up. So it's not really helping our son out, but for right now, it'll help us with the money and stuff. And we got a bunch of people in our court because of that. Okay. All right, so yeah, just looting some money. They don't have enough troops to attack here. This is England though. But again, they would have to put like all their forces together to get something worthy of attacking us. This world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached you that people are conspiring to kill your son Gorm. Oh no, that is worrying. So I would assume we would want no, we can't put him in hiding. I was going to say I would assume we put him in hiding. But what we can do is go ahead and take a look and see if we know this plot. We do not. All right. So that's not an option. All right, so let's go and loot this place. And my son Sigurd has not been quite himself lately. For a while now, I've noticed him looking tired and thin. Oh, he has great pox. Oh, shit. I've just been informed of this. He's contracted syphilis. Oh, man. So we can call over our court physician at once. And sickness and death awaits us all. Stop pestering me. We'll call the court physician. But yeah, he's, oh, that's unfortunate. Who would become... Let me just take a look. Who becomes if he dies? All right, it looks like everybody's supporting him right now. So I don't know. Probably because his prestige is probably fairly decent. That's 261. It's not decent, but it's probably the highest still. We did get victory here. Awesome. So we can go and loot again. Just oops. I didn't want to do that. We could always assault, I suppose. Let's just get the rest of the loot here, and then we're going to take off. And we'll see how far the siege is by the time we get all the loot, and if we want to stick around. Yeah, we completed the siege. Excellent. So yeah, let's just complete this money here. And yeah, we're getting a nice little chunk of money. And okay, just seeing if we had captured anybody. All right, so we're at 64.9% for whatever we're sieging down here right now, which is, I mean, might as well finish it. Yeah, because it's fairly quick. And that means we can go get the rest of the loot out. There's a little bit left. All right, and I think that's it. There we go. Let's go and move over to here now. And we're just gonna try and fill up our ships as much as possible. With as much money as possible. And yeah, looks like we'll have this done. We have so many troops that we do siege it down quicker. Could split them up, but that would open them up to be able to attack us. Right now they have to put their entire army together. And I always forget to, I don't mean to hit that button. And they are gonna attack us. Can we get away in time? We cannot. It's gonna be a tough fight for them. And we are no longer getting that penalty anymore from having, negative wealth right now. We can arrest somebody. Who's this? Why can't we arrest her? What is she doing? Let's take a look here. Known plots. She's attempting to kill the Sophia that we locked up, which I don't care. I have fun. And then we have her trying to kill also Red Cheeks. And that's our wife. She's still trying to kill her. I'm not going to interrupt. We're not even with her no more. But she's still trying to kill Asa. So yeah, we have to battle this out. They've got a larger force, but it takes them a little while to get them all here. So perhaps we can win. I don't know. I am one with the wolf. I find myself chanting with each swing of my sword. For Denmark! I roar, my weapon cutting the soul out of any who dare step in my way. Bodies and blood fill the plains, and I keep bellowing in my battle cry, awash in a river of extinguished lives. I have found purpose. So I lose my trait stress. I didn't realize we were stressed. Okay, and we're happy now. We got prestige. I don't think that this is going to be enough to turn this around. Yeah, we did get defeated, unfortunately, which means that they'll have a truce with us, but we did get a good little chunk of money, so we'll go back home. We could also just use our 3,000 men to attack somewhere else. Recently, I've noticed the pitiful state of my daughter. Oh no, she's got a flu. I've just been informed that the cause of her aches and fatigue is the case of the flu. Call our physician. And shoot, we have enough space. We can always do a bit of looting somewhere. Probably should go to the east in this instance, because I don't think we'll be able to fight anybody. Well, you know, we can always go here. I don't know how much loot they got, but I'm sure we could win there. Yeah, let's loot there. I think that'll be worth it. And we're doing better on money now. It's not as much of an issue. And we can press somebody's claim here. Okay, I don't even know where that is. Let me just take a look and see if we can find this. Okay, it's in Ireland. So apparently we have somebody there. There's somebody in our court who has a claim that we could press if we so desired. But we're looters, man. That's what we want to do. We want to raid and loot. Get that booty. I found it really unfortunate that CK3 isn't going to have any naval battles. Now, naval battles were not a big thing in the Middle Ages. They really weren't. But there are some documents of, you know, that provide records of naval battles in the Middle Ages. Now, they weren't like traditional battles. They didn't have like a lot of the ramming actions that you saw in the Age of Antiquity. And they didn't have, you know, the cannons that you saw after the Middle Ages. Middle Ages, the battles were really just land fights on ships. They were just boarding actions, essentially. The ships would, you know, trying to get as close to the other ship and land troops onto there. That's why you saw I don't know if this ship doesn't, that's right, no, because we're in long ships. So I don't see any other ships that show the models here. But essentially they had the very high decks on the little castle decks on the, I don't know ship terms, I'm not a Navy guy. You know, on the front and the back of the ship. Some of you guys I could look it up as well, what the front and the back of the ship are called. But again, I'm not a ship guy. I wasn't in the Navy. So they had those big castles because height is so important when you're in a melee, when you're in the ship melee. But yeah, it's definitely a thing. And Paradox acts like they didn't have any naval battles, and there were naval battles. And I feel like it takes away from the strategic elements a little bit when you can't even deal with the enemy navy. It would be really nice if you could, you know, if you're France here, you can send your ships over to destroy these long ships, because they would do that. That would, I mean, if they had the ships, they wouldn't have the ships to do so. But if you had enough ships, I feel like you should be able to. And it's so unfortunate that they don't have that in any of the CK games. No ship battles because they just think that there wasn't any. There was ship battles, but they were melee battles. And that was the case in Antiquity as well. You know, ramming was just one option they had. They also typically turned it into, you know, land fight on ships. You know, the Romans obviously were famous for, you know, sticking to that method for a while. As the members of the Wolf Warriors, we strive to better ourselves than each other. One way is the occasional sparring match for practice and honor. Seek out and duel the hero Uni. You'll find him in Nordland. All right, we'll accept this. We'll do this. Finish this up first. Try and siege down as much as possible. Again, we almost have it siege, so we'll get the goodies. And the Warriors march to it. Okay. Yeah, we knew that they were. We should have just disbanded them so we didn't get that penalty to prestige. So we finished up the siege. I crave solitude. I no longer seek the company of others. Oh, we're not going to be gregarious anymore. All right, that's interesting because gregarious had really, you know, determined a lot of our choices in events and stuff, and that's a good trait to have. So yeah, that's going to change the situation up a little bit for our choices. All right, so let's take a look, see how we're doing on looting this. I don't really see any reason. Well, might as well finish it because it's at 92.3%. All right, so getting a ton of money. How are we looking as far as filling it up? We're at 348. There's no reason to stick here anymore. Let's go to the next province. Loot them. Does this one have some good loot? It's got enough. All right, victory. On our way to the plains of Gwengomp, a huge boulder blocks our path. Having been riding for days, my muscles are aching for a real challenge. Recruit. I bark at a young boy carrying a weapon far too big for his hands. Hand me that hammer. So let's do something about this rock, so we can try and destroy the rock. We'll get to work, and we'll gain the brawny trait like our son has, which is a great trait to have. Hey, Uhtred, get yourself over here, and he will destroy it, and he'll like us for it, and he'll get the brawny trait. Well, I see us doing it ourselves. We would have never admit we're stubborn. We would never admit that we couldn't do it, and there's no reason to think that we wouldn't be able to do it. We are physically capable warriors, so I'd assume we'd do it for ourselves. So that'll give us the brawny trait, and brawny trait is pretty decent, though I'm not seeing it here. Maybe it was just a chance. Oh, there it is. It's right there. So that's more martial, more diplomacy, health, personal combat skill. Personal combat skill is at 100 now. So pretty damn decent, guys. Not bad at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue this. Get the siege done, get all of the money. Just, yeah, take all the money that's available there. And pillaging has been very fruitful. Our warriors have gathered many prisoners among the populace that look fit to become good thralls. So let's sell them for the money. That's what we're here for. We're here for the money because, frankly, we were kind of broke. Didn't have any damn money. I had told Inga to stay at home, but just as I finished purchasing my gift to her, I turn around and see her trying to hide from me. The surprise is ruined. Alright, so that's the gift we were getting for her. I'll grab her by the ear and have a serious talk. We'll gain prestige. Or say we can't blame her. So that'll increase opinion with her. So it's like, the question is, do we have like some kind of weak spot for our daughter here and allow her to do what she wants? I mean, we're pretty charitable, honest. I don't know, we're an angry person, so I'd say we grab her by the ear. Inga didn't react well to my way of correcting her behavior. I fear she's even more suspicious towards me now. So get a negative opinion with her. We run this house, man. You do what I tell you, child. Sophia is pregnant, our wife. Okay, excellent. Another child to have to split all our lands with. So, finished looting that, or finished sieging it. Got the loot, but there's still a little bit more loot to be had, so we will complete this. With my wife Sophia pregnant, I'm starting to worry if I shouldn't organize something special for this year's harvest rite. Pleasing Freya could be instrumental to ensuring the birth of a happy child. So I will dedicate the entire festival, Sophia. Might be something we would do because we're charitable. We can say I will make a larger sacrifice to Freya in her name. Or I no need to worry. So let's do, I'll dedicate the entire festival to Sophia, I think. Yeah, we spend the most money. Because we're charitable, we like spending money on people, I guess. My wife could not have been a more appropriate choice for this year's festival. She is a model of modesty and pious conduct. Hopefully her actions will both help deliver her a strong child, as well as spread the goddess' blessing across my land. I cannot read today, man. And since I said that in a couple past episodes, I'm gonna say I don't think I can read at all. I'm not literate, guys. I can't read because I'm doing a shit job at reading these events. He's praising me. Okay, great, awesome. Apparently we're still looting. I thought all the loot was had. Oh, there we go. All right, so do we want to go ahead and continue on and keep on attacking? Let me just see how we're doing. Yeah, let's keep it going. Try and bring as much money and prestige as possible. I always think that it's me being tired that affects my reading and just commentary in general. I need to sleep more often, guys. I've been really bad about it lately, though. Just not getting very much sleep, a couple hours per night. I don't know, man. This is a problem I've always had. I don't want to waste my life sleeping. It occurred to me that my wife is feeling somewhat gloomy as of late. The burden of her unborn child is surely causing some humor. Okay, so we've seen this. So we're buying something nice because that's how we do. My wife Sophia asked me to buy her some new clothes. Wait a minute, we're spending a lot of money right now on her. So if we do buy her this, then we'll lose a little bit of money. Sophia will gain prestige. We'll gain prestige, and she'll be flattered. Or we can say no, which will stress her out. Again, I don't see why we wouldn't buy her stuff. Very well, some of the tailor. But yeah, I know that by not sleeping, I'm probably taking years off the back end of my life. But you know what? I'm willing to sacrifice some of those crappy years for more time now. So after a successful siege, we drag some people out of their hiding holes. How can I rely on my generals when they're okay? So we've seen this, and this allows us to pick one. And just looking at him and his traits and stuff. I mean, it doesn't. We'll just say lecture him on Lightfoot. I think that's what we've been mostly doing. And he's grateful. Excellent. All right, so we're down to 2,800 men right now, taking quite a few casualties over all these sieges. But we're just trying to fill up the ship, get as much gold as possible. I like to get it completely filled if we can. All right, so we're gonna have to go here, but now we need to get the ships moving too. Let's loot this one, see how much we can get from it. I didn't see how wealthy it was. It's actually wealthier than the last ones we got. And it is another daughter. Okay, so we can name her Asta. I think that's a little bit too similar to Asa, who Sophia would not be pleased about us naming our child after. So let's just, who's our grandmother? Who's the grandmother? Oh, maybe that is the grandmother. Yeah, that is the grandmother. Okay, well, we'll just kind of go with a random name here. Yeah, sure, Oslug. Why not? Sounds like a Norse name. See if there's anything in intrigue that we can do. Since I haven't really been looking at these as often as I typically do. Could hold a great tribal festival. That'll increase prosperity. We haven't had much prosperity in our realm, so that would actually be pretty beneficial. And we're all into the spirit of spending money at the moment. Do a war sacrifice, summon lodge commander. Yeah, that's right. These are the ones for our renown. Search for a smith. You know what? Let's go ahead and... We haven't done the search for a smith in a while. We didn't have the money for it. You know what? We'll wait to do that until we get home with all this money. Let's just hold the great tribal festival right now. Let's get that started. And they're all going to join. I don't know if this is going to end up pulling our leader from here. And I wager you enjoyed the company of warrior to exchange stories with. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, sure. He's the leader that we've been trying to marry our children to for a while now, without any success. They now have husbands and stuff, though. And again, I'm just not going to even bother with it until we can, yeah, we're just going to have to find somebody who is not betrothed, is not a betrothal, not underage. That's the only way we're going to be able to get this marriage done. I don't know if there's a point, though. He looks like he's going to die, man. Oh, and you can't do the marriage once they've been... so we lost the opportunity to even pick him a wife. He's just going to have to pick his own wife, which I couldn't find anybody for him any damn way. I'm sure he'll pick somebody crappy, but it is what it is. I guess it's better than him not getting married, because I don't feel like looking for somebody. So pulled some more people out. And just trying to get this completed here. We're get all that loot, which we almost have all of it. The Great Tribal Festival. The period of festivities is about to start. All sorts of peddlers, bards, and fortune tellers are gathering up in our capital to bring in their tales and offerings. Okay, so we say I think I will go hunting, spend time outside, refining your hunting skills. That'll have us enjoying the countryside. And it looks like he'll approve of it. He'd like that. I will study our old legends. Might become stressed. Could get some learning skill, though. I'll look for our best craftsmen. Spend time searching for the most experienced craftsmen available in your tribe to prepare your offering to the ancestors. That can gain us some prestige. It'll cost more money, though. Well, I think we'd probably go hunting. Just based on our traits. That's what I see us doing. We're a hunter. So let's do that. Alright. And welcome all. Many people have come to pay their respects to us. And I think we're probably just about done with that province. As I'm appraising some of the merchandise of the travelers drawn to the festival, I meet the unsettling gaze of a weird boy in tatters. The kid approaches me slowly, ignoring the crowd bustling with activity around him, and whispers that he can read me my future for just a small price. Would we believe in some crap like that? I don't know that we would. We're pretty paranoid, so we might want to know our future. Oh, he's grievously scarred. Probably because he already had the scar trait. I don't know. Yeah, I think you get that when you've already had the trait. Here's a few. Well, yeah, I don't really see any. I mean, we're charitable. Yeah, no, I don't see any reason. We'd probably want to know our future because we're paranoid. Fortune teller surprises me by predicting that extraordinary opportunities are about to present themselves to me in my near future, and I need only to pay close attention to find my good fortune. All right, so it ended up working out. We got extra health, got piety, so it wasn't too bad. Worth the money, I guess. So she has completed her training. This is the daughter of one of our prisoners, and she is actually pretty decent. She's a skilled tactician. Now, there's not really anything that we can do with her. Or she is in prison, excuse me. I was thinking she was the daughter of somebody in prison. My bad, I was looking at this wrong. She's in prison. So could always release her from prison. She's a giant. Okay. That's kind of cool. So she's a really big person, and she's shrewd but frail. She's frail even despite the fact that she's a giant. I guess some giants have a lot of health problems. People that are large, what we'd call giants, end up having a lot of like health issues, heart problems, circulation problems. Obviously problems with their joints and stuff. So being too large does have some health issues. So maybe that's what that's implying. So we just have her in here. There's really no reason to keep her in here. But I don't really know what we could do with her. Could just execute her. We could recruit her. Yeah, whatever. Let's recruit her. Recruit her, and I don't know what we'd do with her. Because remember, you can't appoint shield maidens unless she is somehow related to us, I think. Or you can do it. Okay, she could actually do it if she had the brave, proud, ambitious, diligent, just, or gregarious trait. So she doesn't have to be related to us. Maybe she'll get one of those traits. I don't know. Maybe we'll make her a shield maiden. I don't know why I really want a shield maiden, guys. I just do for some reason. Who are all these people? Oh, these are the Danish warriors. Well, let's disband them. We're paying for them. Yeah, let's go and dismiss all them. I don't know if you pay for them, actually. I would assume you would, but maybe you don't because of how they got recruited. And it looks like our son, the bastard son, with also red cheeks, is an amateur plottish. So he's also just as bad as our son is. Our other son, I should say. Alright, achieved victory here. So all this is looted. Now we're just waiting to get the rest of the loot, which I think, yeah, we're done with. Have we filled up our treasure ship yet? We have, essentially. But you know what? Let's fill it all the way up to the top. All the way to the top. So we'll loot there as well. They can't stop us. They have no ability to stop this large army. So the beauty fair. Some of my advisors and shamans suggest that it would be a good idea to entertain my guests by issuing a friendly competition during this period of festivity, aimed at finding who is the fairest. And I don't pronounce the capital on purpose because I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, Sayeland? That's probably nothing close to how you pronounce that. So that's why I've been skipping over the capital. If you're wondering, I just say our capital. I will be glad to judge all candidates. See who's the fairest in Denmark. Several young and promising members of our tribes have gathered in the longhouse in late morning, wearing the best dresses, most prized trinkets. Okay, so we gotta gather these. The contenders parade one by one through the main hall for all to see and comment upon, and little by little the tribesmen chosen to pass judgment on them start picking the best. As the sun starts to wane on the horizon, only one woman is left, Grima, who is cheered as the fairest. Alright, she's known as Grima the Dove. So this woman deserves a prize. So give her a prize, we'll give her a little bit of money. Or we could just say she does look rather pretty. Well, again, we're charitable, so yeah, we'd throwing money around. Just throwing money at everybody. Alright, so we're at sub 28. Again, I'm going to fill it all the way up to the top. I didn't realize I was paused there. And who can we righteously imprison? Oh yes, her, I remember now. Which we decided not to. The offering. With the period of festivities nearing its end, it's finally time to burn our offerings to the old gods and pray that they will protect us in the years to come. Alright, so glory to the thunder. And then we get prosperity in our capital and 1+% moral authority for 3 years. Let me just take a look, see if there's any. Nope, nothing that we actually want to get there. And our concubine is now pregnant. And again, we're not too sure if she's actually pregnant or not. From us, I mean. We are sure she's pregnant. We're not sure if we're the father. Okay. Again, we don't know if this is just us being paranoid or if just everybody's messing around on us. The trade route. Dire need new ship, equipment. Okay. So I need to keep this trade route running. Or it's too damn expensive. That is pretty expensive. Yeah, we don't even have the money, so I thought it over. I cannot be the father of my concubine as it grows. Okay, so of course we're going to hire somebody because we're paranoid. We don't believe that that is our child. Still a little bit of loot left to be had. And we're sitting at currently 775, so we're almost there. The maid I hired to gain her confidence again because we're paranoid. We're going to hire more spies. Just throwing all our money at this every time anybody's supposedly pregnant from us. We never believe it. I don't know why he has no faith in his own ability to have children. He never believes it. I guess paranoid doesn't need to be rational thinking. Alright, so we've got our ship's completely full. Oh, we actually found something. The maid I paid to spy on my concubine has confirmed my suspicions that this guy, the commander, is in fact the real father. Isn't this the guy that we, I think this is the guy we judged on and let go. We don't have a, yeah, he owes us a favor. That's the guy that had committed a crime we let go. We don't have an opinion boost with him anymore. That probably, it's been too long since then. All right, so I can say by Frey, I had better keep this quiet, or this is high treason. And then we'll say the father of the unborn baby is revealed. Of course we would reveal it. Yeah, there's no way we wouldn't. We'd be pissed. This is high treason. And now she's known as the Unchaste. Can we, like, imprison her for this? Yes, we can. We can imprison them both, in fact. He doesn't like us now. We're actually a rival with him. Okay, I didn't even know we were a rival with him. Well, we would imprison him then. Yeah, we're gonna have to imprison him. Yep, he's acted dishonorably, so. Alright, oh, he's bald. Okay, that's probably why I wear the helmet all the time. He's fled to the court of King Helgai. Alright, let him cower in fear. We weren't able to get him, unfortunately. But we might be able to get her. 80% chance of success here. Let's get her. Oh, she fled too. Alright, she's gone as well. Alright. So I would assume she's no longer our concubine. Yeah, she's no longer a concubine. She has left. She's into the court. And she's having a baby that will not be our baby. So she's no longer our concern. And we still have one more concubine. We have this princess here. So we still have somebody to warm our bed. And of course we have our wife, which is probably sick and tired of all our concubines and lovers. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into port here. Get our troops back, and most importantly, get all that beautiful money that we've got. We haven't been building for a while. I completely forgot about building, so we're going to have to do that now that we have this money, although what we build will probably take prestige. Alright, and then we're just going to go ahead and just disband everybody. Alright, that was a good raiding session. 875 gold, pretty damn good. Let's go ahead and build something here. I don't want to build too much. Maybe build in this province and one more, because we're going to try and get an item. So an item constructed for us. So let's get something here that costs a little bit of prestige. Just looking at options. Morale of armies, practice range for more archers, war camp. All right, let's get the practice range. Why not? Get some more archers. They're always helpful to have. And we wanted to, we'll build in this one as well. Let's take a look. Let's get the market village, more money. And then we're also going to go ahead and send for a smith. Let's see if we can find that option here. And we'll go ahead and get a weaponsmith. Again, we only have like, well, you know what? We actually have a quality 2 weapon, don't we? I think we do, but yeah, it's this axe that is frankly not all that great. It's this one right here. I switched to it despite not really liking the stats as much. It only has the one more martial, but this has a lot of other stuff with it. But I switched to it because I thought it might have an event or something associated. We're going to switch back to this one. That will, of course, reduce our martial by 1, but if we get a better weapon, then it won't be a problem. So we could always give that one weapon to our son. Maybe we'll do that. Let's get this one constructed first, see what we get here. And we're trying to just get a high-level item. And just seeing if there's anything up here that we need to be aware of. I keep forgetting that we've already seen her. And we want to hire this guy. Yes, sir. There's no ambitions again, unfortunately. Just this set the realm to prosper, which you got to do for 5 years, so it'll never happen. So now we have to pick what we want. And again, we're going to do the axe, just for roleplay purposes. I think, that, again, this sword would probably be better for the type of troops we have. And so we want the best quality axe as you can. So 180 gold. So hopefully we get a nice, at least a quality 2 item here. And yeah, we'll be able to give one of those other items to our son. We have the ability to hold a great blot, and we in fact have a bunch of people in our dungeon. So maybe we want to take a look here at who's all in our dungeon. We have 25 prisoners. Wow, that's a lot. All right, let me just take a look and see who we might. I've been trying to ransom this guy, but we haven't been able to. He hasn't had the money. He still doesn't have the money. He's broke. He must keep spending it. He's pretty close to having it, in fact. All right, maybe we'll kill him though. He should have put together the money. We could also ransom off some other people here. We have this young lady. She's a Christian. All right, what I'm going to do is we'll hold the Great Blot first, and then whoever's left, we'll take a look at the prisoners and see what we want to do with them. And Gorm is a threat, because he's a faction leader. Let me just take a look. That's our son, Gorm. All right, yeah, he is a threat. All right, and remember, we don't have control of his marriage anymore, so he'll just marry whoever he feels like it. Gorm, though, we could arrange marriage for him. Let me just see if I can find somebody decent for him. Just in here, because I don't even want to look out there anymore. And this wouldn't affect us anyways, as far as alliances and stuff. So yeah, we're just going to want to marry somebody who... what is Gorm supposed to be? got a scholarship focus. Maybe somebody who has a good learning skill and is fairly young. 22-year-old. Oh, she's possessed. Pomeranian here. Could just base this on religion. See if we can't find somebody who's actually of our same religion. We're not the most spiritual person, so we probably wouldn't care. But if we're just looking for somebody, anybody who's like decent. She's slow. Sympathy for Christians. For the Christian religion, I should say. I'm just looking for somebody that's younger than a lot of these ladies here. Let's just take a look here. Envious, gluttonous, diligent. Yeah, maybe we'll arrange the marriage with her. That's not an entirely bad pick. We have another 21-year-old here. She's also slow. A lot of kind of dumber people here. Of course, we have the giant that's in our own court that we could arrange the marriage with for our son, which I think would be hilarious. Yeah, let's do that. Gorm will be married to the giant. I like that. Yeah, we want to do it this way, and it'll be good. And of course, he consents to it. And so now Gorm is married to the giant. So maybe they'll have some giant children. Have some giant nephews and nieces. Throughout the day, you've caught yourself grinding your teeth. Oh yes, yeah, we've seen this event. Is this about Arnie again? It's not about Arnie this time. We'll tell him to be, less lawful or whatever it was that we were irritated about this particular time. I'm pleased to hear that after a period of peace. Oh, all right, so we're prospering now. Awesome. So that is right here. It's flourishing. So we're getting some nice bonuses there and producing a little bit more money, which is always nice to have, especially when we go on war. Pay for our troops. Sven, which I don't even know who this guy is. I have no idea who this guy is, but he is a dutiful clerk. Okay. Good news, my king. Westbest has informed me that the precious metals and special tools have been located in nearby province. Send an expedition, it will increase the quality. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Send them immediately. Hopefully that turns out well. And we'll get an even better weapon. So we need to start planning for a conflict. You always got to be at war, man. 40 years old. So yeah, I think we should go and start planning for the next conflict, which would be to attack into here, I think. I want to get that province there, so yeah, we'd want to. I mean, it's just so slow, the process of getting this territory here. What we need to do is, in fact, make another claim. Make another title. If we made another title, then we might be able to, attack all the provinces that are associated with it, though none of these would apply. Yeah, none of these actually apply here, unfortunately. Yeah, we couldn't get any of these titles. All right, so that wouldn't work. But although you would think this one would be affected here if you're able to, you have to usurp it though. You can't do that while you're at war. Okay. I wish it would tell me if I could usurp it if he wasn't at war. It's hard to say. But yeah, I want to continue expanding into these lands, and I want to expand up in here. We've been trying to expand this way. So we can either go up this way to get that, or we can go ahead and go after this province, which I guess is what we'll do. We don't have a claim, though. Let me see if I can't get a claim. We're trying to fabricate claim somewhere. I don't know where. But we're going to do it this time right there. Let's see if we can actually do this with a justified claim. And massive recruitment drive. I could hear someone sneaking around inside and believed it to be a burglar. Oh, it's just Gila opening one of my letters. Who the hell is her? Who is this? We're her educator, so that's why we got the event. I don't know who this twitchy guy is, but he's got a bunch of kids or 2 kids that we've been taking care of, apparently. I have no idea who he is. Oh, Twitchy is a gal. Excuse me. Okay. And these are her children who doesn't look like it's not registered who she had them with. Whoever had them with her didn't acknowledge them. No, because they're not bastards. I'm not entirely sure who's their father. So we can teach her to be less nosy, which then would be cruel. Yeah, that's what we'd do. I mean, we'd be mad as hell. Not saying that we need to gain the cruel trait, but yeah, we'd be angry as hell that just this little girl just came and posing herself into our mail. That would definitely result in our character getting mad and That does mean that he is now cruel, I think. Yeah, he's cruel. Okay, well, now we've got to react to that. We've got a lot of people in our dungeon and need to be tortured, guys. Didn't we do the Great Blot? I thought I did. Maybe I forgot to initiate it? Oh, we ran it. Okay. So we're going to start murdering people here to fit with our cruel trait. But first, let's do the Great Blot, which we have to wait until November. So that we make sure that the best people for sacrificing are still alive. So I was struck with nervous excitement when the master was near completion. Today I've received the master in my throne room, a sturdy box in his arms, and opens. Okay. So we get to pick what we'll name her. And this is our axe. We can call it the Cleaver. We can call it the Ravager, or we can call it the Marauder. Let's go with the Ravager. Sounds Viking-ish. I guess Marauder would have worked too. And let's take a look at it. Let's see the stats of it. So it is right here. So probably definitely want to equip it because it is quality level 3. So very good bonuses to both heavy infantry and light foot troops. We're getting monthly prestige. We're getting the 2+ martial. We're getting 10+ combat skill. So let's go and equip that, guys. And then I want to send one of these to my son. We'll send the War Axe to our son. And you know what? I might send them both off to my son, in fact. Send one to each son. I think that would be a good idea. So let's go and do that. Let's contact Sigurd. And I don't know that he has... Let me just take a look. He just has that poorly crafted armor that we accidentally made. Let's go ahead and send him an artifact. And I think we're going to do this one. Get his prestige going up. So yeah, we'll give him that one. And then we're going to contact Gorm and give him the other one. Oh yeah, we can recruit the Warrior Lodge. He might not be the most... Yeah, I don't think he would like going to the Warrior Lodge. Yeah, and he's got a terrible personal combat skill. He's not going to go to the Warrior Lodge. So let's go ahead and grant him this artifact, which would actually make him better in combat. And this would be the +2 axe. And they should be happy about that. And we finished building the market town as well. So let's go ahead and get the hill fort now. Or levy. And he accepted our gracious gift. You are welcome, son. Let's take a look at his personal combat skills. Now it's 16, much higher. Higher martial as well. My concubine, the princess here, has fled. She climbed out her tower room window, probably with outside assistance, because my guards were completely unable to locate her before she escaped my realm. All right, so she was King Charles the Bald's daughter, and she has escaped. She's had 2 brothers who are kings, and currently one of her other brothers is still king, so 3 brothers that were kings. And she has the blood of Carl Carling in her. So that's a real shame that she escaped us. I don't think we ever had a child with her either, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't think we ever had a kid with her. No. I think those were all of our wife. I could be wrong, though. Maybe if I go back to her... Oh, she was right there. And I don't know if there's any way to go back again once she did that. Alright, well, that's a shame. I wanted to see... I didn't see her have any kids. Maybe I'm wrong, though. We have the ability to hold the Great Blot, so let's go ahead and do that. And I can hardly wait. So we're going to sacrifice all those people that we have in our dungeon. Guests have arrived, the time has come. See who all we want to sacrifice. So, yeah, we'll be sacrificing her. She's a Christian. So that'll give us 50 prestige and 25 piety. And then we have her as well. Just taking a look at who these characters are before we do it. I mean, we're going to sacrifice them anyway, but... Yeah, just get a huge influx of prestige doing this. And Chiefess has been brought up from dungeons and escorted to the temple. She's a Chiefess? Oh, okay, she's the wife of this chief. Alright, that's only 25 prestige and 15 piety. And then we have this concubine of Porfin the Evil. And we'll sacrifice her as well. Alright, with the sacrifice over, the feast at the end of the block can now begin. So let celebrations begin. And good jump on the prestige there from this. overall. We're at 2,800 prestige right now. Feast is over. With the blot, it will be at least 9 years. Okay, till next time. So now we could just go ahead and start torturing people, I guess, in our dungeons. I wonder if this guy has the money. We've been trying to free him for a while now, but yeah, he just hasn't had the money. We could have done it from there as well. So let's ransom him. He actually has the money. Yeah, he's 82. We're going to ransom him off, and then let's just take a look, see what we want to do here to these people. Let me take her. She's depressed anyway, so we could go ahead and torture her. Yeah, why not? Let's kind of go down it and just torture people. So we can humiliate her, mutilate her, or torture her. Let's torture her. And that would have some effects. We would lose piety. But yeah, we don't care about such things. We're cruel. A bucket of rats was strapped to her chest and heated with burning coals. Fortunately, it was removed before the rats managed to gnaw through her. Judging by her screams, it seems like she learned her lesson. She's grateful to be alive. Okay, let's take a look. See what she gained. She's all stressed out. She's not in prison no more, though. She got let out. So let's continue with our torturing. See what kind of things we can come up with. And I'll just work down the list. And this time we're going to mutilate her. Oh, you lose even more piety for mutilating. That's interesting. Alright, we'll just torture her then. And she was undressed, tied to a pole, and left out in the snow overnight. Well, it seems like she suffered no permanent damage. She had to be carried back inside. So she learned her lesson. Stressed out. Yeah, that would be kind of stressful. And he accepted the ransom. After he sees us torturing these people, I'd assume he'd be more adamant to get the hell out of these dungeons. Alright, well, we're not done yet, guys. We have more people. We're just full of people. We could also try and ransom some of these, but they gotta be people who would actually get paid for. I haven't been paying attention to whether they're people that we could ransom off, but I don't think she's one, so. Alright, oh, the sweet kiss of the whip. She'll be sleeping on her stomach for quite some time. So yeah, sure she didn't enjoy that. Alright, let's go ahead and go with the next one. And I am not going to torture children. No, thank you. I thought she was a child. Just that picture looked like it, but she's 29 years old. Alright, well, she's completely open to being tortured then, in that case. Let's see if we can ransom her. No, we can't. I mean, it'll be 10 gold anyway, but... Alright, so, yeah, our character just gets a kick out of this. Alright. We could also be executing these people. I suppose we could do some executions. Just kind of shake it up a little bit. Her husband, well, we might actually be able to ransom her. Who is this guy? Oh, okay, yeah. We might just ransom her. He might pay. He will. Yeah, we'll get the 10 gold for that one. More children. Let me see if they're willing to pay. And she actually will pay. So yeah, we'll ransom off some of these kids then. Let's go back here. Let's see. Can we ransom her? Yep. So we're just ransoming some of these off. Alright. Just get some of this money. Just get some of these offers back. Alright. And just come out of hiding. My mother has. Alright, so let's go back in here. Take a look. See what we have left. So we have this person's concubine. That's right. Did we try and ransom? Nah, don't let us ransom her. Alright, well, let's just execute her. Because we could get our kill count numbers up. Looking for execute in prison. Still gonna cost 20 piety, of course. Alright, so she was executed. So if we look at our current kill count, because I'm curious what it is right now. Oops. 28 kills so far. I don't know when you get that bloodline for the kills. But yeah, let's go ahead and do some more killings here, guys. As well as ransoming any children. And let's just take a look. Who's this? I could ransom her, I guess. Why not? He'll pay. Alright, so we've ransomed them off. And let's just see who else we have. We have her, which he will not be willing to pay, apparently. Or maybe it's just because we sent that off already. Let's get these offers here. And then we have Sophia. Yes, that's right. She had the titles. We'll probably keep her in prison. She could be a threat later because she has the claim. Or we could just, well, you know, we could just execute her, I guess. Yeah, we could just execute her. Well, that would lower our vassals' opinions of us. So we won't do that. We'll just keep her in prison. It's fine. Alright, you see how long they've been in prison for, too? And some of these have been in prison for quite a long time. Some of them were captured as kids and been in there this whole entire time. Let's take a look at her. See what we want to do with her. Her husband's already dead. Let's execute her? Sure, why not? Alright, so she's been flayed to death. Okay, it's a rough way to go. And the practice range has been constructed. Excellent. Let's see what we want to get next, because we want to keep on building in the capital for sure. Let's get the war camp next. Some more light infantry. All right, so let's go back into the intrigue here and see if there's anything that we can do. So I don't know what we just decided to do with her, why we didn't do anything. Maybe I was trying to ransom her and it didn't work. Yeah, it looks like it's not gonna work, so let's just execute her. Get that kill count up. And then we have, I think this is the last one, Gunhilda. And not sure why we didn't do anything with her, so let's just execute her. Alright, so kill count is now at 31. All these people, man. That's a lot of deaths. Alright. So we are just about done with the episode. We're gonna play a couple more minutes, guys. But yeah, we're effectively just about done here. Skane prospers. I'd like to go to war soon, guys. I don't know that we're ever gonna get a claim here, so I almost just want to go ahead and declare war on him, and just do it with the border dispute here. And it looks like this would affect all people's opinions of us. So yeah, might not want to do that one. But I don't know that we exactly care either, though. I suppose we probably wouldn't care. We just want more lands in our hands. So yeah, maybe we would just go ahead and attack them for that. And then yeah, we're getting closer and closer. We could just attack for this as well, but yeah, we wouldn't have the claim for it. Yeah, there's no real way to do that unless we moved our steward over there to, or excuse me, our chancellor over there to get a claim. So frankly, yeah, need to attack right here. And yeah, I don't think it's that much of a problem. How much does it affect the opinion of everybody? It doesn't really say. By 15. All right, well that's not that bad. Yeah, I assume we're just gonna go ahead and declare war. We'll do that next episode though, because yeah, this one is just about over. So we're just gonna let it play a little bit longer. Just try and get through the summer here, I guess. See what events might happen. Battle after battle, siege after siege. My friend must be pretty tired of the war. Maybe I could help my friend in any way. So this is Arnie. And the Grinner? Arnie the Grinner. That's his name. Is he really happy or something? He's fat. Oh, okay. He's not quite the warrior that he used to be, it seems. Yeah, not really. He does have a wolf tooth, though. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I think you get that on the hunting events or something like that. So, we could say my troops could use the exercise. Oh, he's at war right now. He's attacking the monster. Is that guy's name, really? King Arnulf the Monster. Yep, that's who he's attacking right now, which is all this land here. I don't know why he did that. So we could say, we could join him in the war. We can say some gold should help my friend win the war, which I think would be fitting for our character. He's definitely the type to just kind of throw money around. So yeah, we'll do that. He'll be grateful for it. All right, guys, so we'll pick this focus here for our daughter. And I don't remember what all of our other daughters are. Okay, so we got one doing struggle. Oh, we have a couple daughters still need to have. Focus is picked. Okay, this is one of the bastard ones as well. All right, well, let's just... well, yeah, we want to pick something based on her traits. I suppose a learning education. She's timid. We could also go intrigue as well. Then we have her. She needs to get focus here. So let's go with... Oh, which one do we want to do? Well, she's not a bastard child. She's a daughter. So let's have her do pride. Why not? Be proud of who you are. All right, guys. So that is, in fact, going to be the end of this extra long episode, which again, this is going to be covered for both the Saturday and Sunday videos. And with the length, I'd be surprised if I can get it out before Saturday is over here. But if it is out, then it'll be really, really late. It'll probably be Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, 1, 2 in the morning. Essentially, as soon as I can get it edited, uploaded, and YouTube finishes all the processing for it, which sometimes can take a long time for these longer videos. As soon as that happens, I will make it public. So we won't be back again until Tuesday. We won't have a Monday video. So this is going to be it for a little while. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to hop back into it, start this war, continue expanding our lands. We are now at the age of 41 years old. Very interested to see what's going to happen once our son takes over, since we're going to have 2 very powerful vassals now. We'll have Floki and Gorm, who are both going to be very powerful because they're going to be gaining a ton of lands overall. So, in fact, they could end up even being, depending on the lands they gain, they could even end up being more powerful than our own son, perhaps. Because it's about how many titles they've gained, and getting the king title and then the duke title, the duchy title, results in us getting a lot less actual counties, which is the duke titles and the king titles don't actually give you any money. So you need these provinces, and so we might end up having less provinces than both of our brothers. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think we'll have the same. I think we'll have 2 provinces more than likely, and that would result in us having the same amount of provinces as Floki, but less provinces than Gorm. So Gorm's going to be relatively powerful. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I don't know why Floki's getting the duchy title there, the Jarldom, rather than Gorm. Remember, Gorm is older than Floki. So not entirely sure why that is. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that ends up going down. I suspect we're going to have some issues. But we still got many years till we die, hopefully. And so that probably won't be next episode. But I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Hope to see you on the next episode. And thanks for watching, guys.